south of Ventura all the way into the port level downtown. Scott Green, Air 98.
Harbor northbound north of 3rd, there's an accident in the final clearing stages. San Diego southbound south of Imperial Highway, another non-injury accident in the final clearing stages. San Diego southbound at Palo Verde, an injury accident still clearing. CHP and medical crews at the scene. And there's another injury accident on the San Diego freeway, this time northbound at Bristol, involved a motorcyclist. Now the traffic check in 10 minutes. John Quinlan, KFWB News 98.
KFWB News Time, 6:02, and now San Juan Bank accents the news. A major seizure today of property belonging to a pair of suspected drug dealers is just the latest step in the continuing war on drugs in Los Angeles.
Hard on the heels of the seizure by federal marshals of $3.2 million in cash, cars, and 3 homes in the San Fernando Valley that belonged to 2 gang members turned mid-level dope dealers. Deputy Police Chief Glenn Levant said that more seizures can be expected in the future if a new unit of men is attached to the gang-related active trafficker suppressions unit he now heads.
The Finance Committee, Councilman Yaroslavsky and Alatorre and Farrell approved the asset forfeiture detail. That's 12 more detectives. It'll be
1920, the 19th Amendment was ratified, and women were given the right to vote. A century of struggle, the fighting, the energy, the strategies, all that went into it. We weren't given anything. We fought like hell for it.
Mayor Bradley was honored for his work on behalf of women in Los Angeles, and singer Helen Reddy, whose I Am Woman became a theme song of the women's movement, was the MC. At City Hall, Jane Bauer, KFWB News 98.
KFWB News Time, 6:11. It's been a busy afternoon and start of an evening here out on those freeways. Let's see how things are going.
Golden State Freeway southbound, south of the Grapevine, still have an injury accident clearing. Had the two right lanes blocked for a time. Harbor southbound, south of 9th Street, non-injury accident just reported. And now let's go up to Air 98.
Good news on the Golden State Freeway. If you're headed into the San Fernando Valley from the East LA interchange, you have nothing to worry about. Full speed all the way up to and beyond the Ventura Freeway. Freeway. Looking at the southbound side, that's a similar condition. You'll find it full speed from the Ventura all the way into the East LA interchange. Scott Green, Bear 98.
Pomona westbound west of Garfield, an accident reported along the center divider. Pomona westbound east of the 57, a car fire just reported on the right shoulder. Still clearing a couple of injury accidents from the San Diego Freeway. One of them is on the southbound side at Palo Verde. The other one's northbound at Bristol. And now just reported on the Harbor Freeway, Harbor southbound south of 9th Street. There's a non-injury accident. Updated traffic information in 10 minutes. John Quinlan, KFWB News 98.
KFWB News Time, 6:12.
Know what it is? What is? The way some people do it.
Why don't you play on the tune? I don't like you.
Love the one you're with, you know, something like that.
She's a queen and he's the lady who waits. Since the man left to on, it never hesitates. They won't waste time on elementary talk.
KLSX, classic rock for Southern California. The Doors singing about that 20th Century Fox. And I don't think they're talking about a movie, you know. This winds up a half hour of classic rock, by the way, including the Doobie Brothers. Listen to the music. You heard Brewer and Shipley with One Toke Over the Line, a memory of 1968 there, huh? The Animals, It's My Life. Elvin Bishop, Fooled Around and Fell in Love, a great song. Lou Reed with A Walk on the Wild Side, and you heard our traditional shout from Otis Day and the Knights, kicking off our Friday night
for a party wherever you may be. I'm Billy Jugs. How you doing? It was a pretty strange week weather-wise, but it got hot today, and I guess it's going to remain that way through the weekend. Good time for a barbecue, you know. Keep your hat out, all right? It's about 17 after 6 o'clock right now. The KLSX Classic line is open. You want to find out who's going to be our guests over the weekend. Maybe you want to know how to win a compact disc player with our no-repeat policy. Maybe you'd like to go to a concert for free or a trip to other places as part of our frequent listener program. You can find out all of those things, among other things, at the KLSX Classic line. Glenn is answering the phones tonight, and if you give him a call, ask him a question, he'll take your suggestions. In the 213 or 818 area code, the number is 520-9797, and in the 714 area, it's 541-9797. Stick around. I have a song coming up from the man who starred in the movie entitled Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence.
Welcome to Sports Wrap, brought to you by Miller Lite, with your host, Mr. Baseball, Bob Uecker.
Hey, sports fans, I love you. You know, whoever said we don't have the big stars here on Sports Wrap had it all wrong. Why, today we've got Bob Lanier, all 6 feet 11 of him, and owner of the biggest feet in basketball.
Hey, you, can we talk about something other than my feet?
Sure thing. Don't want to get off on the wrong foot. Hey, but let's start things off by having ourselves a nice cold Miller Lite.
Yeah, Light tastes great, and it's less filling, too.
And you don't want to get filled up when you're telling the fans about some of your biggest feats, or I mean accomplishments.
I scored over 19,000 points.
But you never won the big one.
Well, no.
Defeated, lost to your arch rivals.
Come on, you.
Sorry, that was callous.
That's it. I'm out of here. I'll see
Hey,
you.
I hope I wasn't stepping on your toes, but thanks for coming by, Bob Bigfoot Lanier.
That wraps Sports Wrap. When great sports get together, there's only one light beer, Miller Lite.
Hey, Eddie, do you think I was a heel?
Miller Brewing Company, Irwindale, California. Now remember, we're just looking.
Right, just looking.
The Surf Report, that's all upcoming here. Stick around. 6:18 right now.
Stuck on the freeway now, working for the highway, from California Highway Patrol.
Down, looking down, KNX-FM traffic. Let's get an update here. How's it look, Jill?
Well, the Harper Freeway has had its problems for most of the afternoon. Still has that signal northbound from Vernon to Exposition. That's where we had a boatload of plastic bottles. Caltrans now at the scene for some cleanup. All the lanes are open. The traffic heavily congested there. The back of two about Martin Luther King Boulevard. Also on the southbound Harper Freeway south of 9th Street, a collision on the right shoulder. Some more cars now. Westbound Pomona Freeway at Findlay. Southbound Santa Ana Freeway at Indiana. We've got a big restart in the right lane. That's causing extra congestion. Earlier accident clearing eastbound Ventura Freeway at Laurel Canyon. Checking Orange County, we're clearing up a motorcycle that went down on the northbound 405 at Bristol. Eastbound 91 west of Kramer, a vehicle fire. Another one northbound 57 at Lambert. And Rich, just now getting reports of a person riding a bicycle on the eastbound 91 east of Weir Canyon. They evidently appear to be under the influence in the traffic lane, so watch out there.
What are they doing?
Riding a bike. That's a citizen's report, a person riding a bike in traffic.
Oh, gee. So you're on your way out to hammer him, huh?
On the way out to get him off of the freeway.
All right. How about traffic trivia for today?
Okay, you ready for this one?
I sure am.
All right, Rich.
Yeah.
Nearly 50% of all traffic fatalities are caused by A, drivers under the influence, B, inclement weather, or C, drivers traveling at unsafe speeds. Nearly 50% of all fatalities, what are they caused by?
A was drunk drivers, B was
inclement weather,
and C was speeding.
Unsafe speeds.
I'll say unsafe speed, Jill.
No. Number 2. That was your close.
What was the answer?
Drivers under the influence.
I'll be darned.
It's Friday night, one of our biggest nights for accidents involving drunk drivers. So please go out and have a good time, but don't drink and drive.
There you heard it from Jill Angel.
Absolutely.
All right, thanks, Jill.
Thank you, Rick.
Have a good weekend.
You too. I'll be back on Monday.
In California, some property have been seized in Encino and Tarzana in connection with illegal drug operations. The GOP's vice presidential candidate, Dan Quayle, will be campaigning in Orange County tomorrow. One of California's newest lotto millionaires says she'll continue going to college. The defense at the fraud trial of Barry Minko says Minko was often beaten by organized crime figures. And a San Bernardino County woman is sentenced to 25 years to life for killing her daughter in a love triangle case. In sports, in Philadelphia, they're in the fifth inning. The Dodgers leading the Phillies 7-2. On Wall Street, market higher. Dow Jones Industrial's up more than 6 points. Here's an update on traffic.
Golden State Freeway southbound south of the Grapevine still have an injury accident clearing. Had the 2 right lanes blocked earlier. Pasadena Freeway northbound north of the Golden State Freeway. Disabled vehicles blocking the number 1 lane. Harbor southbound south of 9th Street. There's a non-injury accident. Pomona westbound west of Garfield. An accident clearing from the center divider. Car fire clearing on the right shoulder of the Pomona westbound just east of the 57 freeway. In Santa Ana Freeway northbound in the vicinity of the Laguna Freeway. An accident just reported. Another report on freeway conditions in 10 minutes. John Quinlan, KFWB News 98.
KFWB News Time, 6:22. Law enforcement officials have seized more than $3 million worth of property belonging to a pair of suspected drug dealers. Los Angeles police officers and federal agents confiscated 3 luxury homes in the San Fernando Valley, 5 automobiles, and a 37-foot speedboat. Property had belonged to 27-year-old Michael Harris and his 26-year-old brother David. The LAPD says the property was seized under laws that call for the forfeiture of assets obtained through illegal drug trafficking. Deputy Chief Glenn Levant says officers will be actively going after drug dealers who try to hide their profits.
They don't always just leave bags of cash, laying around. Sometimes they invest in property, they invest in businesses, they sometimes do other things that require a little bit of tracing by financial detectives, and we're going to have those financial detectives and bring about $15 million more into the treasury of the city of L.A.
Authorities say one of the suspected drug dealers whose property was seized today is now awaiting sentencing on drug-related robbery and attempted murder charges. The other died last May when his boat sank in Long Beach Harbor. Well, the campaign trail has been bumpy for Republican vice presidential nominee Dan Quayle so far, but things could smooth out a little bit when he arrives in Orange County for a day of events tomorrow.
48 hours. That's all the time Orange County Republicans had to prepare for the Indiana senator's visit. Orange County GOP Chairman Tom Fuentes says Quayle will start the day with a private breakfast. An intimate affair with only 100 or so Republican Party leaders. Fuentes says he doesn't expect anyone to criticize Quayle's military record or pick up on other campaign controversies.
There's going to be a boosting and a rallying offered by Orange County Republican leaders to hang in there, Senator Quayle. We're with you.
Quayle is scheduled to visit Leisure World in Laguna Hills, where the county GOP finds a ready supply of volunteers during any campaign season. The final stop is Lake Mission Viejo for a rally, then it's off to the El Toro Marine Base for a flight to Sacramento. In Orange County, Sharon Katchen, KFWB News 98.
Democratic presidential nominee Michael Dukakis is adding a new twist to the campaign, applauding a statement from Republican George Bush. Today's New York Times quotes Bush as saying that the space defense system known as Star Wars is expensive and deployment decisions should await more research. Dukakis says that shows Bush is backing away from his earlier position. KFWB News Time, 6:24.
Another episode in the never-ending search for the legendary Kirin.
Hiding in the front porch bonsai, I braced myself for one of life's most terrifying encounters, a blind date. Her name was Su Ling, homecoming queen of the local Kung Fu Academy. She greeted me with a full roundhouse kick. Immediately, I felt a bond that went beyond words. We went to a cafe frequented by ninjas, and I knew instantly that Kirin had been there. For wherever this mystical creature appears, good times always follow. We enjoyed the beer that bears the Kirin's name. Deep, full-bodied, mysteriously satisfying. But when the Kirin runs out...
79...
Welcome to the camp. I guess you all